10-month-old toddler is dead, and her 25-year-old father is behind bars and charged with her death. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a 25-year-old Chadron man is facing felony child abuse resulting in death charges following the passing of his 10-month-old daughter. Riley Lenhart was taken into custody yesterday following an investigation by the Chadron Police Department. On Sunday, the girl was found unresponsive when in Lenhart's care, taken to the hospital, and pronounced dead. An autopsy was conducted Monday, and a warrant for Lenhart's arrest was issued and served after that. Well, the excitement is growing for the upcoming PRCA rodeo coming to the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds August 1st. On Monday, Brenda Lacey and Dave Wolf presented a $20,000 check from the county that will go towards the prize fund for this year's rodeo. Riley Haug with Haug Rodeo Productions explains what events are lined up for the August 1st competition.
This rodeo will be a rough stock rodeo, strictly bareback riding, saddle bronc riding, and bull riding. We're expecting big names, world champions coming in each event. You know, this is going to be top of the line guys, top of the line stock, all around just a great show.
Binion Survey and his family have provided stock to professional rodeos for over 50 years and says that having an event in Mitchell so close to their ranch south of Kimball is tremendous.
There's over 900 bucking horses there, and so it's right across the state line, and this is one of the closest rodeos we do. It's closer than Denver, which is we considered hometown for Colorado, but this is hometown.
You can purchase tickets for this year's rodeo through the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds website. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Western Nebraska Community College interim president John Marin provided an update on the creation of a new strategic plan to the Board of Governors last week, telling them only one more listening session remains to take place. He says they've received a lot of great information from more than 100 people so far, and additional input is being sought from a variety of focus groups as well as students. He said the work group is already starting on a draft version of the document.
This fall, you should see the beginning of that, and you should, I would hope, be able to approve a full strategic plan with tactics by the end of this calendar year. So that, to me, is very exciting.
He adds there are also plans in the works for a response tour to report back the details of the plan to the public that would take place from about mid-September into the first quarter of 2023. Well, the 20th Festival of Hope went off without a hitch as hundreds gathered for the grassroots fundraising event organized by volunteers committed to assisting area cancer patients during the treatment process.
I think in the 20 years we've probably helped thousands of people and also distributed more than $3.3 million worth of funds. And so we're really happy about what's happened with the Festival of Hope. I think it really has made a big impact on people's lives and really helped them get through some difficult times. And we're just fortunate enough to live in such a caring community that helps people out so much through these things.
The 5K walk, run, and kids runs were held Saturday morning, along with a breakfast provided by the Knights of Columbus. Bids were taken throughout the day for the silent auction, with all funds raised being donated to the Festival of Hope. Following the reading of names on the Wall of Hope, the organization's Hope Awards were presented to Rick Keller, Ryan Windhorst, and Creative Signs by Kozad, with Jesse Kozad accepting the award. The event concluded with the traditional release of live butterflies. According to American Indian legend, by making a wish and then giving a butterfly its freedom, the wish will be taken to the heavens. And the Bureau of Labor Statistics released Nebraska's May employment data on Friday, with Nebraska's employment setting another record high of more than 1.042 million, the 11th straight month of record employment in the state. Additionally, Nebraska's unemployment rate remains the lowest in the nation and in state history at 1.9%. This growth has contributed to another month of strong state general fund tax and receipts. In May, receipts were over $52 million above forecast. May's tax receipts put Nebraska on track to have over $1.8 billion in its cash reserve at the end of fiscal year 2023. Well, coming up in just a little bit, Shabella Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
I think all my employees can count on the fact that when they walk into my store, it doesn't matter what your status is outside of my building. When you walk in through my door, you're a rock star. Everybody gets treated with the same respect.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
UNL researchers from the Panhandle to Lincoln are beginning a new project and studying the wheat stem sawfly and its impact on yield loss in hard red winter wheat. The team of researchers have set up net cages to keep the sawfly out of certain varieties in the trial at the High Plains Ag Lab in Sydney. Jeff Bradshaw, Nebraska Extension entomologist, explains more on the study.
And this particular study here is looking at, as you can see, a number of cages that are set up behind me, excluding sawflies from different varieties of wheat, some of which are resistant, some are susceptible. And then we have plots that are open and accessible to wheat stem sawfly. And the point is we're trying to look at the effect of wheat stem sawfly on yield, and the best way we can do that is by setting up these exclusion cages to keep the sawflies out from some plots and then leave other plots open and have access to the wheat stem sawfly.
The crew has 50 plus cages set up for the trial to look at a number of aspects.
We know wheat stem sawfly causes lodging, and we have some data that suggests that there's an impact of the sawfly on grain fill and other yield components of the plant as well. So that's one of the reasons why you're using this cage strategy during the flight period, because the sawflies won't have access to the caged wheat varieties. They shouldn't be infested with wheat stem sawfly. The challenge we've had in the past, because we have so many wheat stem sawflies, it's hard to find a tiller that isn't infested. And so what we want to do is be able to compare tiller by tiller what the impact is of the wheat stem sawfly on the actual yield beyond lodging effects of the plant.
The 3-year study is just getting underway.
We all have hard days at work. This is what champion bullfighter Dusty Tuckness does for a living. Now this is a tough day at work. When Dusty comes home, he likes things quiet. Windows and patio doors from Renewal by Andersen not only make things quiet, they cut your energy bills and add to the value of your home. No matter what you do for a living, Renewal by Andersen windows and patio doors, because coming home should always feel this good.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally, today is the first day of summer, and many parents may be wondering what the best sunscreen to use for their child is. UNMC's Children's Hospital's Dr. Nicole Harder tackles that question during this week's Ask UNMC.
So this is a common question and one that I love to answer because you go to the store and you see that wall of sunscreen and there's 200 different types and at least 100 of them say safe for babies, recommended by pediatricians, recommended by dermatologists. How do you know what to choose? Really, you just have to get to know your ingredient fact sheet. There are 2 ingredients to look for on a sunscreen for any child or truly any person. Those 2 ingredients are mineral-based sunscreen ingredients. They're called titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Titanium and zinc, they're just elements. They're completely inorganic. We don't have allergies to them. They don't sting and burn when they run in your eyes, and there's no chemicals in those sunscreens. So you have to label read. You pick up each bottle, you look at the back, you look for those 2 ingredients and no other active ingredients. Those are the safe sunscreens for your babies, your toddlers, your children, and yourself.
Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.